Good morning. Today we will solve a problem using Euclid static analysis. In this problem, we have a four-story building. Let's start the problem. The problem we have is determine design seismic lateral loads and story shear force distribution using equivalent static analysis of four-story building having total height of 12 meter from ground floor. The building specification are given below. Our building lie in zone 3. The live load of the building is 3 kilonewton per meter square and it is a residential building. The framing system of the building is ordinary. We will take ordinary moment resisting frame. The weight of the first, second and third floor is 3620 kilonewton and weight of roof is 2794 kilonewton. It includes both dead load and live load. The brick infill walls are also there and the type of soil is medium. And this is the frame of the structure. It is 10 meter in x direction and 10 meter in the z direction. The height, it's a four-story building. You can see W1 is 3620, so as W2 and W3. The value of W4 is 2794 kilonewton and the height of each story is 3 meter. The building plan is 10 meter by 10 meter, 10 meter in the x direction and 10 meter in the z direction as well. As the zone factor is 3, the building is in zone 3, then the zone factor is z is 0.16. From the table 2. I also recommend you just open your codes with this video so that you can take the reference of code as well. The importance factor I we have taken as 1 from table 8 of IS 1893 as it's a four-story building less than 200%. If it is more than 200%, then we have to take I is 1.2, and if it has the post earthquake importance as well or it's a monumental building, then we have to take the value I is 1.5. As it is a ordinary moment resisting frame, that's why we take the value of R is 3. IS 1893. Now we need to calculate natural time period or TA. This we will calculate according to clause 7.6.2 of the code. To calculate the value of TA, as it is with brick infill wall, the value of TA is 0.09 h by root d, where h is the height of the building and d is the horizontal dimension. As the horizontal dimension is same both in x and z direction, it has value 10. Now TA in x direction is 0.09 into 12 divided by root of 10, and TAZ is 0.09 into 12 by root 10, as the building is in a square shape, that's why this and this value comes out to be same. If it is of different shape or the value of plan in x direction is different as compared to z direction, then we need to, then it will show the different values. Now it is showing the same value. Now we need to calculate SA upon G or acceleration spectrum, that we will calculate as per clause 6.4.2. Now SAG, you just took the value from the code, it comes out to be SAG upon G is 2.5 as it is a medium soil. Now after that we need to calculate the design horizontal seismic coefficient or AH. Now this is the formula to calculate the value of AH, that is AH Z by 2 SA upon G by R by I. We know the value of Z, that is 0.16. The value of I, we have taken importance factor 1. We have taken the value of R as 3 and we have evaluated the or check the value SA upon G is 2.5. After evaluating this, is come out to be 0.066. After that we will calculate the seismic weight. For the calculation of the seismic weight, we need to add W1 with W2 with W3 and with W4. By addition of all the seismic weight, it will give you the total weight of all floors. As you can see, we add up all the weights, it's come out to be total W 13654 kilonewton. Now we need to calculate the base shear. For the calculation of the base shear, we need to multiply the value of AH with the value of W. The value of AH is 0.066 and value of W is 13654. After multiplying these two values, the value of base shear VB comes out to be 901.16. Now one thing is there, as TA is same for both directions, so calculate only for one direction. It will be same for other direction as well. If the value of in x direction and z direction is different, then the value of TA x and TA z is different. Then the VB is different for the both. Now vertical distribution of base shear. Now we have to distribute this to the different floor level. For this we will use the clause 7.6.3 of the code, which says QI is WIHI square by summation of WIHI square. All this multiplied by the base shear VB, where QI is design lateral force of each floor, WI is the seismic weight of the floor, HI is height of the floor measured from the base, N is the number of stories in building. To calculate the value QI, that means now we calculate for the each floor, it will give us the value of Q1, Q2, Q3 and Q4. For this, it is advised to make a table in which you will write first floor level, then WI, then HI, then multiply by WI into HI square, then QI. Then we'll cumulate the value of QI. Now for first floor, WI is this. For second floor, WI is this. For third floor, it is this. For fourth floor, it is this. Now, one thing that should kept in mind, we need to write the HI from the ground. For the first floor, it is 3. For the second floor, it is 3 plus 3, 6. For third floor, from the height from the ground is 9 meter. And for the roof or fourth floor, total height is from the ground is 12 meter. Now, we need to write the heights from the ground. Now you just multiply Wi with Hi square, it gives you the value this, and you just complete all the rows. Then Wi Hi square summation of Wi Hi square into Vb. Now calculate the value Qi like this and just put this value that you have calculated in the table. Now the value of Qi for the fourth floor is 422.35. For the third floor is 307.8. For the second floor is 136.8. For the first floor is 34.20. Now for the first floor it is this. For the second floor it is this. For the third floor it is 307.8. For the roof it is 422.35. This is the shear force distribution. Cumulative values 422.35. For you just add up the value 422.35 with 307, it will give you this value. When you are adding up this to this, it will give you this value. You have to proceed like that. Then you have to show or this is all about the numerical. Now solve this numerical by your own. Thank you.